Hello students, this is Amardeep Singh, your computer teacher, and today we are going to continue with the same chapter working with the strings in Python. And in this session we'll discuss about the topics concatenating strings, replicating strings, using membership operator in strings, and comparing two strings. So let's start with the discussion of concatenating strings. Combining two or more strings together is called concatenation, and we can concatenate strings by using plus operator in Python. As we know that plus is an arithmetic operator in Python, but we can also use the same operator to concatenate two or more strings. So that means the plus is an overloaded operator. Operator overloading means when a single operator can be used to perform different type of activities in any language. So that means in Python, if you will use plus operator with the numbers, then it will work as arithmetic operator, and if you will use plus operator with strings, then it will use as concatenation operator. So here we are having example how we can concatenate two strings. So here we are having two strings s1 and s2, and I want to concatenate these two value. I want to combine these two strings, and so I have to write like this: s1 plus s2, and I have to assign the value to another string type of variable. Then the value will be hello and bye. So that is the way how we can concatenate a string in Python. So let's demonstrate how to concatenate two different strings. So I'm having two strings s1 and s2. I want to concatenate these two strings. I'll assign the value to s is equal to s1 plus s2, and when you will print s, then the result will be, as we already discussed in the previous slide also. So the result will be hello and bye. And by using this plus operator, you can combine or concatenate multiple strings also. So let's suppose I'm having okay, so you can also write like that: s1, s2, s3, then the result is here. So in this way, you people can concatenate multiple strings by using plus operator. Next we'll discuss about replicating strings. The dictionary meaning of replication is to copy something, and in Python a repeated concatenation of a string is called replication, and we can replicate a string using asterisk symbol, that is star symbol, and in this way, by using this asterisk symbol, you will be able to replicate the string. You will be able to copy or concatenate the string according to the number of time, whatever you want. So for example, as the value of s is hello, and I am replicating this string by using this star symbol, this the symbol of multiplication also. So that means even the star symbol is also a an overloaded operator. So that means the same symbol is used to multiply two numbers, and the same symbol is used to replicate a string. So when you will use star symbol with a string, then it will replicate that symbol, that string, uh, according to this number of time. So that means if I am using s1 into 3, so that means it will copy the value of s1, it will concatenate the value of s1 three times. So then the result will be three times the repeated concatenation of that particular string three times. So let's demonstrate how to use this one. So as I'm having s1, and if you will write like this: s1 into 5, s1 into 5, then when you will run this code, then the result will be 5 time concatenation of hello. And you can also directly use this with any number also. For example, s1 is equal to hello into 4. So when you will print the value of s1, then it will concatenate s1 repeatedly. So you can also use it with a variable, string type of variable, or directly with any string literal also. So that is the way how we can replicate a string, how we can repeatedly concatenate a string with itself. Next we'll discuss about membership operators in strings. As we have already discussed in Python that in and not in operators are membership operators in Python. So they are used to check the existence of a value or a variable in a sequence like string, list, tuple, set, or a dictionary. So that means if you want to check if some value is available inside that particular string or inside a list or a tuple or set or any other dictionary also, so then you can make use of this in and not in operator. So in operator will check if that value is that particular value is available in the string, and not in is used to check that if that particular value is not available inside that string. So these operator will return Boolean type of value. So that means these operators will return true or false. So as in this example, the value of s1 is hello, and I want to check if e is available inside hello. So I have stored e in s2. So in this condition, I am checking s2 in is an operator, s2 in s1. So it will check if s2 this value, the value of s2 is available anywhere inside s1 or not. If it is found, then system will return true, otherwise it will return false, and the not in operator will return true if that value is not available. So that in this case, as the value of s2 is available inside s1, so that means it will return false. So let's demonstrate how to use membership operators in Python. So we are having a string s1, the value of s1 is hello, and now I want to check if some character is available inside that string or not. So I'll specify s2 equal to e, as we have discussed in slide that now I'll check a condition here, print s2 space in s1. You can also you can also use this statement for printing only, but so the result is true. So if you want to check the condition, then you can also write this inside the condition, because you can use in operator as a relational operator also to check the condition, because this operator returns true or false. So that means we can define this statement inside any conditional statement, that is if statement here. So I can print here available, else print not available, save it, and run this one. So now the result is available because the condition is true. So if you will write here x, and the value x is not available inside that particular string, then it will return false and the result will be not available. So by using this operator, you can't there is you can't search a single character only, but you can also uh, search the combination of multiple characters. For example, I'll specify ll. So it will search the combined occurrence of these two letters inside the string, not one after one, it will combinedly search that substring from that string. So save it, and the result is available. Or if I will write LL, LOL, I'll write, then it will return false, because this particular substring is not available as it is inside that string. And you can also directly write here whatever you want to search, like I can write here directly inside double quotes. You will write A. I want to search A from S1, then the result will be not available. So even you can also directly give a value here. So if you want to write here hello, and don't want to store that inside the string, then you can also use this. So this one is the way how we can use in operator to compare to search for a particular character or a substring from another string. Next we will discuss about how to compare strings in Python. Strings can be compared with the standard relational operator, uh, equal, not equal, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to. In this way, let's suppose we are having two strings and we can compare them by using equal operator or not equal operator, and even we can also make use of these greater than, less than. So let's check how to compare two strings with each other. So we are having two strings s1 and s2, and I want to compare them. Then I'll use if s1 equals to, double equal symbol is used for comparison. Then print whatever you want. I'll print both strings are equal, else print strings are not equal. So just save the code, and you can see that the strings are not equal. So but if you will use a not equal operator, then it will return true. So that means both we have to change the message also, because we are using not equal in the condition. So that means I have to use strings are not equal, because we have to change the messages according to the condition. Strings are not equal. We can also make use of greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to operator to compare strings like these operators: greater than equal to, less than equal to, right? We can also make use of these operators, but generally in string comparison only equal or not equal are generally used. And there is not any situation like that we will use greater than or less than, but we can use. If you will use these operators, let me show you some example. It will compare. If you will use like if s1 greater than s2, then print s1 is larger. I'll print this message, and else print s2 is larger. So what system will do, system will actually compare the ASCII values of these characters, right? When you will compare like this, greater than, less than, then it will compare the ASCII values. ASCII value means the American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Each and every character is having some ASCII value in uh, according to this system. So uh, the ASCII value of capital ABC, like capital letters A, then B, then C, and so on. The ASCII value of capital A is 65, capital B is 66, then 67, and so on. And the ASCII value of lowercase alphabets A, B, C, it starts from 97, then 98, then 99, and so on. So that means internally system will compare the ASCII values of these characters. So if you will compare, let's suppose I'm going to compare capital A with lower a, then the largest value will be S2, because the ASCII value of A, lowercase a, is 97 and capital A is 65. So that means the largest value will be S2. So let's check this one. So S2 is larger. So that means in this way, system will check the ASCII value internally. Like if I'll specify, but we are using only one letter at a time. But when you will use two letters, let's suppose I'm using A, B, and A, capital B. So that means what system will check? System will first compare first two letters, right? These are equal, then it will compare next two letters, next second letter. So it will compare these letters, and the ASCII value of B is greater than capital B. So that means it will return S1 is larger. So system will compare like this, right? And in the same way, you can also make use of greater than or equal to. For example, if I'll use capital A, capital B, then that means uh, equal, greater than is not greater, not anything is greater here, but equal. So that means it will print S1 is larger. So if you will use A, B, lowercase c, and again here uppercase C, then it will compare first letter to first, second to second, and third to third. First two letters are equal, and third letter, this one is ASCII value of lowercase c is greater than uppercase C. So that means it will return S1 is larger. So but generally there is not any such kind of situation that you have to compare, like which string is larger or which string is uh, not larger. So but still we have to learn the concept also. That means how a string will be compared by a system when you will use greater than or less than symbols. So that is all about how we can compare a string. So this was all about the present session also. So